Well, good morning, beautiful ladies. Kelly here. I got these lashes on today. These are my favorite ones. It may be on there a little crooked, but that's okay because I'm not completely, nobody is completely perfect. So, anyway. I'm sorry I'm coming on here a little late. I had to jump up, I actually jumped down somebody's throat and make them jump back through their ass because I don't play with my money. But anyway, that's all over with. My fever blister is still sore. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I only get these when I get a fever. And I did carry a fever for 2 days. I do believe it is gone though, because I checked it this morning when I got up. It was gone. And my blood pressure's really good, and so is my sugar. So anyway, so we put these lashes on today. See? Can you even see them? Let's see here. There we go. Hey. Anyway, y'all quit being silly. No, I am silly. My hand itches so bad, but I guess that's a sign of healing when it itches. I mean, it does look better, huh? But I also found bruises right here and right here. Y'all, I've come to the conclusion I know where they came from. When I was changing my room around, I was like, yeah, no, up on it. You know, like Beyonce should be up on it. That is actually one of my sister's favorite songs. And back when my legs could work, I would go in with it playing on my phone and go in there and start dancing like Beyonce. Y'all, Wanda was just like, she said that I was something else, but she said I mean that in a damn good way, because if anybody could be depressed around you, they need severe help. I said, Wanda, most people hanging around me need severe help, you know? And then she just laughed. But anyway, even when my honey bunny was down and out, when he was in the hospital for too long, in my opinion. I mean, he needed to be there, but I would just do some crazy shit to make him laugh. And then the doctor always said, you got a good woman there, and she really cares about you. She was about to whip every doctor's and nurse's ass in this hospital over you. And then they kind of said, he said, I know, she's like that, and she will protect me at all costs, and he said, that's a good thing, because most women or husbands get sick, they just don't even go to visit them in the hospital. And I was like, what? What do you mean? Then that means they don't love them. Okay, I'm fixing to show y'all what this is. Oh my God. It feels so good. Oh my God. This is Clinique Smart Clinical Repair. It's wrinkle correcting serum. And my sister gave me this. Yeah, it's just so awesome. And then I also got this Confidence in a Cream Barrier Boost. And this one's by It's Cosmetics. Oh, it smells okay. So we are going to put this on too, because I don't think you can have too much skin protection stuff on your skin, or wrinkle reducers. Show me the wrinkle reducer. But yeah, I like it. It feels really good. It's, you can tell this is meant to be hydrating. My lash is bugging me. It's too far up there, but I don't give a shit. We'll hide it with makeup, okay? And I am going to put the rest that's on my hand on my arm because it needs some barrier. I mean, look at that, y'all. Bruisings everywhere. I don't know what I did, but anyway, I've always been like a fuck myself up. Okay. Now that we've done that, now I'm going to do my Holy Hydration Daily Moisturizer from e.l.f. And I did get the big thing of this, and the big thing of this, and the big thing of this, which I'm going to use them all, because, yeah, because I really like them, and they feel amazing on your skin, and y'all may think that's too much, but this old skin says it ain't. It says, oh yeah, show me more. Yeah, that's what it says. Ooh, bring it on. And I've never been someone to go in the sun, you know, except for when we went to the coast. And down south to the, I can't even think. You know, anyway, you know, way down south, we went down there and, excuse me, but we were out fishing and stuff, and I like doing that kind of stuff. It's fun to me, and there was no shade anywhere, so lo and behold, my face didn't get burnt. Y'all, it was weird. You need to put sunscreen if you're outside, not only on your face and your body. You gotta put that shit on your feet too. Okay? I'm serious. I got sun poisoning on my feet. Now my hand is so slick. Let's rub it in on my arm. But, yeah, I got sunburnt so bad when we went down to the coast, and I didn't learn the first fucking time, okay? We went to, oh shit, I almost put myself in the eye. Daytona Beach. I think that's where we went, I don't remember, but he went to get beer, and I wanted to go with him because I wanted to see, you know, walk with him to see the Florida. Y'all, I was so slow moving, I told him, go ahead and go, and then I'll just meet you up there, okay? You go ahead and go get the beer. Y'all, he made it back to where I was with the beer before I could even make it halfway to the fucking store, which was down the block from us. That's how bad my feet was. And he said, do I need to pick you up and put you on my back, or let me go get the rental car and pick you up? I said, no, people are gonna look. And so, oh, y'all, damn it. I got these Holy Hydration Thirst Burst drops. I put that on first. And then I got these ones, Holy Hydration Booster drops. And I got these. I got all this stuff that I'm putting on my face, in the big packages from e.l.f. because I truly love this stuff. My little Moni's over there. And I also got this eye cream, Holy Hydration eye cream. And yes, I'm going to put some of this on the eyes. So y'all seem to like the stories of me being a kid. Okay. And I got one for y'all. A real good doozy too, you know. I think I was about I must have been about 10 and Wanda was 11, because my grandma died when I was 10. No, you know what? I may have been 9 and Wanda may have been 10. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it was. But our mom, always told her, or always told us, my house better look like it does when I get home. You know, it better look like that when I get home. The way I leave it, it better look like that. So we're like, okay. And so we did our due diligence. We watched that house was clean. Mind you, the way we did it was kind of messed up. And Mama always said, well, damn, what y'all do? Shit. Looks like you washed the walls and the floors and everything. We never did tell her how we did it, but okay. We were young and stupid. Young and very stupid. I'm going to use the Halo Glow liquid filter because I love this shit. But we did what she told us to do, and we never really ate at home. We would always go to our friend's house and mess their house up instead of messing up our own, you know, because we're hooligans. And plus, we really didn't have food at home. Our specialty was to walk through the park, which was the most dangerous part. That's where drug deals were done. That's where people were shot, people were raped, you know. But anyway, we're the McCoy kids, okay? Anyway, everybody knew us around there because, you know, them damn McCoy kids. But we used to walk through the park to go get, there was this little bitty convenience store, and it was owned by a little old man and a little old woman, and they were of color, and we just loved them. We called them Mom and Pop, like they were our grandma or something, and Grandpa. But anyway, we go down there, and Mama leave us money to get bologna sandwiches. Y'all, they made the best bologna sandwiches in the world. It had lettuce and tomatoes on it. It had mayonnaise on one side and mustard on the other side. And they would pick pickles, pick a whole pickle. But they didn't do this for everybody, just us McCoy kids, because I guess they knew, yeah, we were poor and we really didn't eat because we were all bony motherfuckers, let me tell you. We were skinny. But anyway, back to the way we cleaned our house. We didn't want to mess up our clothes, you know. We're goofballs. We didn't want to mess up our clothes. We always wanted to look good, you know, because we were stupid. So we'd take all our clothes off and go butt naked. And we would pour laundry soap and water, buckets, 5-gallon buckets of water on the living room floor. There was no carpet in our house. There was a couple of rugs, but we just picked them up and put them on the couch. Moved the coffee table on top of the couch. And we take all our clothes off. We're little bitty, mind you, but we were very smart. And we take all our clothes off and sit down on the floor in front of the wall and push ourselves with the wall from our feet and just slide across the floor. It was like we were roller skating or ice skating or something. Well, these people that lived down the street from, we really didn't know them because we were kind of new to the neighborhood. And my nose is itching. But They come over and knocked on the door and asked if we wanted to come out. Well, all these kids answer the door butt naked, you know. All these kids butt naked, and they're going, what's going on in here? And we said, we're washing the floor, and they're like looking at us like we're stupid. And so then James gets on the floor and says, watch. So if I was 9, James was 7. And James was always like this. And so he gets up against the wall and pushes himself with his feet, y'all. We had them, the neighbor kids. We had them in there butt naked also, cleaning the living room floor. And then they go home, and their clothes and their bodies smell like laundry soap. You know, what the hell were y'all doing? Oh, we was helping the McCoy kids wash their floor. Y'all, we thought that was normal. We honestly thought that was normal. We thought everybody come up with stuff like that to clean their floors. Oh, it was something else. We did some weird shit, my brother James. He always wanted to build stuff and make stuff different. We go down into Crawdad. Crawdad, we called it a Crawdad Creek because we'd catch crawdad just down there. But my brother James wanted to take crawdads, or no, he wanted to take turtles and frogs and cut their legs off and just switch bodies. And I threw a fucking fit. Hell no. God made those. God's gonna kick your ass. But anyway, needless to say, he couldn't do it. But there was another time we went to, there was this old house, and there wasn't a road to get to the old house. There was just a field, no road, and you had to go across that little creek to get to the house. And so we did. We were nosy fuckers, very nosy. We had to have our nose into everything. It didn't matter what it was. We were into it. But let me do some. I thought I got my color corrector out. Apparently I didn't. Apparently I don't need it today then. Okay, let's not use it. But anyway, there was a house in the field, and I'm using this Profusion. Is this Profusion? No, this is Max Studios Face and Eye Palette. Yes, we are doing different colors today, so let's see how this goes. But anyway, so this house, it was a big, huge old house, you know, like the Victorian old houses. And it had a garage, and there was a garage. Over the garage was a garage apartment. So we had to go in there and look, you know, and see what was in there. And you tell somebody hadn't been lived in there for ages. But me and James were so fucking nosy. We had to see what everything was. We went inside the garage. We found an old well, and it looked like a dog had fallen down in that well and died. I mean, we were crying because we loved dogs, you know. I was crying because I just loved animals. I've always loved animals. And it was freaky, you know, and then we seen the dog and we left. And because it was just too much for me. And then a couple of days later we went back, but it was all of us this time. My oldest sister Wanda, me, Teresa, James, our baby sister Erin, and then we also brought the little girl down the street. Niecy was her name. Her name was Lashana, but we called her Niecy. Anyway, we go into this house, and this is the first time we went into the house, and there was, in this one room, was a bunch of photos. And all the photos were flipped over. All of them. I mean, they were like somebody laid them out. and on this bed in the or end table and a dresser, you know, it was just all, they were all laid down, they were all face down. And so then me and James start looking, and all these pictures was somebody dead in a coffin. So that kind of blew me for a loop, scared the shit out of me. And then we get in the house, all through the house, and we're all looking, we're all there. And, oh, that's very pigmented. And, wow. Somehow, Niecy can hear us, but she can't see us. We can hear her, but we can't see her. We don't know what the fuck was going on in that house. It was really weird, and we were all scared, and we were all crying because we're trying to find Niecy. And then Wanda said, "Y'all stay here. I'm gonna go get the police." And we said, "No, we can't do that because we're not. I don't think we're supposed to be in this house, and we can't leave Niecy in here." And so we start calling Niecy and asking her which room she's in, and she's saying the kitchen. We're all in the kitchen. There is no Niecy. And then something happened. We saw her physically go from like smoke to a human like us. So we all grab hands from each other and we take the fuck off out of that house. And then we turn back, and there's this old man that looked as white as a ghost and had a red t-shirt or a red shirt on, like a button-down shirt, and it had collars, in the kitchen window. We could see him as plain as day. Y'all, he was not in that house when we went in there. After that, we never went back to that house because it scared the living shit out of us. And then so, nope. What is that? Oh, that's the powder. Anyway, oh, I didn't even show y'all. I used this color all over my eye. See how shiny it is? I just love this. And then I use this one. You can see where I dug my thing in there, in my crease and on the outside. Now I'm going into this color right here. Got it on my brush, and I'm going to put it on my lid. Oh, this is very pigmented. This is Max MAX Studios. And I do believe I got this from Walmart. It's really pretty. So yeah. But that was, I mean, weird shit used to happen to us all the time. But we never went back to that house again. We were terrified. I mean, terrified. But anyway, we were just wild ass kids. And I remember streaking. You know what streaking is, you know, kids doing that shit. Me and James, we were wild. And Niecy always went with us, and little Aaron always went with us. But we couldn't take little Aaron with us on this adventure because she had to be really quick. You know what I mean? I mean, very quick. So we decided what we were going to do. We were going to go see the older people at the nursing home, you know, and say, "Hey, how's it going?" Me and James and Niecy went. We left Aaron at home with Wanda because we told Wanda what we're going to go to the nursing home and visit the people up there. We just didn't tell her how we were going to do it. But anyway. There was like a field behind the nursing home, and we were so stupid, y'all. Some of the shit we did. We took all our clothes off, we decided we was going to go streaking in the nursing home. We did some stupid shit, y'all. So we took our clothes off and we went through where the back porch was, where all the people would sit. And we went to that back porch, and it was all time for people to have their dinner. So they all were in the cafeteria or the dining room. They were all in the dining room. We knew what time it was because we found some shit out about it. And we ran through the back door and ran through the dining room buck naked. These little bitty kids said, "Hi, Grandma, hi, Grandma." They called the police on us. You could hear the sirens coming when we're running down the street. And then Nisa said, "No, stop. We got to stop, like we're not doing, anything and running from anything." So we stopped, and then James said, "They're going to know it was a boy, 2 girls, and one of them was of color. So, no, let's run." So we went in the back, people's backyards, jumping over their fences and shit to get where we needed to go, which was home to hide. Y'all, we did some stupid shit. I mean, stupid shit. But anything to keep ourselves entertained. What do you think? Do we need a little bit more brown in there on the outside corners? Because yeah. Feathered them out a little bit. But anyway, yeah, we were so damn stupid, people. Ladies, come on. Did y'all ever do stupid shit like that? I remember we used to, me and my brother James, on Halloween, we would go trick-or-treating. We would carry a bag with different costumes in it. So we could go to the same house and get all the good candy. We'd go in one costume and go to their houses and get us some candy, and then we'll change into our bag and go into our bag and get our other outfits and go to the same house. We were brilliant, y'all. I mean, brilliant. But anyway, I remember one time we lived right in front of, there was a bus stop right in front of our house, y'all. This is how dumbass we were. Right in front of our house. And me and James built a mannequin. And we strung him across the road, a rope on either side, and strung it across the rope. When the bus came, we pulled up the ropes up like there was somebody stepping in front of the bus. And y'all, we almost gave the damn bus driver a heart attack. We felt bad about that one, because he thought he had hit somebody. He thought he hit somebody. And then the next day he seen Mama getting on the bus, and he goes, and he knew Mama. "Linda, are those your kids?" And she said, "Yeah, they're my kids." "Why? What'd they do?" That's what she said. "Why? What'd they do?" And he said, "Oh, nothing. They're good kids. I was just wondering because they always say hi to me on the bus." He did not tell her what we did with our fake person that we built. Pull it up in front of him and cause him almost have a fucking heart attack. And the bus did hit the our mannequin that we built, but it wasn't hard. But we were fucking idiots, okay? But after that, we stopped doing shit like that. So we had to find other shit to do, which we always did. we always found shit to do. I am going to use this Ministar 5-color face corrector powder kit. I ain't using it for face corrector. I'm going to use this bronzer that's in here and see how it works. Okay, I don't know if it's going to come out, but we're going to use it anyway, ain't we? Might as well use it. I mean, I've got it. It's very powdery, and I really don't see anything coming off. Do you? Well, yeah, I guess I do. But yeah, me and James were troublemakers. I remember one time he was on top of the house, and we lived across from the street from the 7-Eleven, kind of catty-cornered, and there was this guy driving in a car. James was chunking eggs at driving cars. And he hit one of the drivers. And the driver got out and came over. Y'all, it was an off-duty police officer. And he was working the 3rd shift. And he actually told James, "Thank you for doing that because you woke me up. But you can't be doing shit like that, boy. You want to go to jail? I mean, I appreciate that you did it this one time because you woke me up and I could have killed somebody." So, yeah, James did that, so we didn't want to get in trouble. I mean, I wasn't chunking eggs. James was, but I didn't want him to get in trouble either. So, the cop didn't tell Mama. I mean, he should have. That was just stupid shit what we done. I think I want to use a little darker. Bronzer. I need just a little bit more. There we go. Because y'all know I love me some bronzer. But yeah, we did some stupid fucking shit. I mean, that's why I say I'm surprised that we didn't end up in jail for doing some stupid ass shit. Taking people's furniture down the middle of the fucking road. We did some wild shit. We did have a second house that it was really old. It was really old. It was a 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a 4-bedroom house, which James turned into a 5. He took one of the bathrooms and tore out the bathtub, tore out the toilet. No, he left the toilet. He tore out the sink and tore out the bathtub. He left the toilet so he can get up in the middle of the night and piss if he needed to. But, he turned it into his bedroom. This house was so old, it had water leak under the house, and there were moccasins under the house. And one had come up from the drain in the bathroom where he tore all that shit out and made it a bedroom. So we told Mama about it. And I guess the wildlife or whatever people came and said this house is infested with moccasins, so they had to go under there and get the moccasins. But it was a really old house. I mean, really old house. And then I told y'all about our first house, how it there was a gas leak and it blew out the back of the house. Well, this one, the electricity wiring was faulty, and we heard something popping in the bathroom that we used. Something popping, and the ceiling in the closet that where we kept the linens, you know, the towels and stuff, and heard something popping in the middle of the night. And because we had been through that already, we were just like, calm, hey, get up. The fucking house is on fire in the bathroom. So we wake Mama was at work. It was third shift. And she worked fucking a lot of jobs. My mom worked full-time, I think 2 jobs, and then part-time on a 3rd job to raise 5 fucking kids that were total hellions. But anyway, I'm using this one. This is called Hero Range, and it is in the number 1. And here's the color story for it. Isn't it gorgeous? The light and dark pink, because I like 2 pinks. But yeah, I got this. But we used to do some terrible shit, y'all. But that day, we woke up real calm, went to the little convenience store that was in front of our house, Chuck's convenience store. Everybody knew us. I mean, everybody. And so we went to Chuck's convenience store and called Mom and said, Mama, the fucking house is on fire. She said, what the fuck did y'all do? We didn't do nothing. It's the wiring in the attic. Yeah, this is out. Look at it, leaving big old drops everywhere. We might need to help that out there, son. That is empty. This is the Poor Professional Super Setter by Benefit. It's empty, so yeah. Now we're going to give some hey, I didn't even finish my face, guys. Where's my, there it is. I didn't put none up here, none here. But yeah, that house burned up and we were all split up again. And they said it was, the fire department came and said, no, them kids didn't do that. That house had faulty electricity wiring in there. So that was another house. Then after that, we went and stayed, all of us, with my Aunt Mary Jane down in the country. And then Mama said she couldn't bear being without her kids anymore, even though we were fucking hooligans. She needed her kids. So that's when she got that little bitty tiny house that was 1 room. It was a kitchen, a little tiny kitchen, a pretty good sized bathroom, and then another room where we slept and lived at. So yeah. And then after that, she moved us to another house in another part of Polly, which wasn't too far away from where we did live. And then I left home at the age of 16, I think. Yeah. So did my oldest sister, Wanda. We left at home pretty early. But, yeah. And this is a roller lash from Benefit. And I like it. I mean, it does really good. I mean, look at that. See on the bottom lash, And I mean, this wand is smaller than the ones I usually get out. So it's easier for me to control and not get it all over the fucking place. Because, you know, like I usually do. And I do not think I'm going to put anything except for some Vaseline on my lips because of this, the fever blister. I got, this is Vaseline. It's sweet strawberry. I'm just going to put that, oh, yeah, it kind of hurts to touch it even. My, I don't normally pop these. I just let them do their thing, but it popped because my lip got stuck to my BiPAP that comes over this part of my mouth, and somehow my lip got up like this, and that my face pillows, the pillows that go on my nose, stuck to my lip and peeled the fucking skin off. Y'all, that shit hurt. I woke up in the middle of the night with it doing that. I thought, oh, fuck that. So I didn't put it on last night. And I don't sleep. I think I slept very well at all because of my tranquilizer. I don't remember. My machine usually tells me how I slept. I don't think I slept very good, though, because Honey Bunny said I didn't. That I was up moving a lot and talking and just doing weird shit. I'm gonna use this too. This is Miss Stain Calming Face Mist. I can't see the rest of it. It's too fucking small. Oh, we're gonna put some on now. Yeah, so tell me, ladies. Okay, are we ready? You know what I'm gonna say? We don't use makeup to make ourselves beautiful. We use makeup to enhance our beauty. Y'all, I love the e.l.f. stuff. Look, okay, here's my eyes. Okay. We only use makeup to enhance our already gorgeousness. Okay, we're gorgeous. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, Hairdos by Kelly. Oh shit. Yeah, that I left it on there too long, and it kind of done its own thing with my hair. We might have to put that shit back on there. Because that looks crazy. That looks totally crazy. Yeah, let's put it back on because, my hair is clean, so when it is clean like this, and you put something on it, I don't care if it's a rubber band thing, or what. It fucking makes it look wild. So, anyway. Say it with me. I am beautiful. I am worthy. Nobody can talk me down. Say it with me, okay? Depression. Depression is a really big deal, okay? Depression can come in many forms for many reasons. But it doesn't mean one depression is better than the other or worse than the other. All depressions are the same. It's depression. It's major depression. It's something that our mind cannot cope with. So it causes us to be major depressed, thinking we're not worthy, that we would be better off if we weren't in this world, which is crazy. That's just our mind saying that there's something not right in here. That's the only reason why that we say those things, that you would be better off dead. That's not right. Okay, don't think that way. If you think that way, let me tell you right now, you do need help. If you think that way, you do need help. Okay, if you're a teenager being bullied, ask for help. You need to go see somebody. Don't do something drastic where it ends up hurting your parents for the rest of their lives. And not knowing. The not knowing is the worst, okay? The not knowing why you did what you did and didn't ask for help first. That's going to haunt them for the rest of your lives. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Get help, okay? I take meds, and I'm proud of it. Without my meds, I wouldn't be making these videos, telling my crazy life. I wouldn't. I would just be blah. I would be blah and asleep all the time. But since I've been on my meds, and I've been on my meds now for over 10 years, and I do go see my psychiatrist. We're at every 3 months, or is it every 6 months? I think it's at every 6, no, it's at every 3 months now. It used to be, I used to go once a week. Yeah. And I still loved it. And when she would say, okay, we're going to once a month, and I'm like, what? Am I well? Am I well? She goes, okay, we need to sit down and talk, okay? So I said, okay. She goes, honey, you will never be well, because that will never leave your mind what happened to you. It will never leave. It will always be there. It's, you're learning to cope with it. You're learning to live, even though it's there, you're learning to live over it. You're learning to grow around it, and like, it's in the middle. It's in the middle, and you've closed and locked it so it can't hurt you anymore. You learn to control it so it doesn't ruin your daily life. I mean, the night terrors, they do have stuff for that too also. I have night terrors, and they happened. The reason why I'm on a BiPAP machine is not because I need help breathing or whatever like that. I'm on a BiPAP machine because I have severe sleep apnea due to severe night terrors. Night terrors are fucking real. I remember the first time that I took a tranquilizer at night, and I had my BiPAP machine, and I actually slept for 14 hours. I slept for 14 hours. But before that, they said I was having 47, I'm trying to think of the word here, 47 episodes in an hour. My oxygen level went down to 60. And she said that she has never seen someone breathe so shallow. And then she said, I think I know what it is. In your night terrors, you're trying to hide. In that night terror, you're trying to hide, so you don't want them to know that you're breathing, so they can hear you breathe. And she thinks that's what the night terror caused me to not breathe so deeply, because on my exhale is what the issue is. My inhale, I inhale, but when I exhale, it's very slow and long. So I don't exhale properly, like, you know, like you go, mine was, and hold it, and hold it until I couldn't hold it no more. And that was what was causing my issues, why I had to be on the BiPAP machine. So I love my BiPAP machine. I mean, I love it. It's, except for it did that, pulled the skin off there, and I wanted to slap it, bitch slap it, but I didn't. Not yet. There's still all day to go. But anyway, I wonder if this will work too. This stuff is good. It's a lip balm, honey and peach lip balm. It is Hey XI. Anyway, I don't know. But bad things that happen to you is my night terrors. Okay, that's what consists of my nightmares is, or night terrors is what happened to me when I was a kid. For years, it happened for years. I mean, when it first started, I think I was still in diapers, she said. And yeah, but I'm trying to teach the little Kelly that it's okay, that we can grow up and become and let that go. But the little Kelly says no, she's terrified, she can't, she doesn't know how. And so I just stay with the little Kelly until she can. And hopefully someday I can let that go, but when you're asleep, your mind does what it wants to. You don't have control over that. So I take meds for it to help me with, y'all see my bra strap? My bras are too big. Oh my God. The other one bunched up right here. And I was like, what the hell is that? And I went and looked in the mirror, and it was my bra because it was so huge. But anyway, depression is real. And it can be anything that you're depressed about. It could be something happening, like you saw something when you were little and your little mind can't let go of it. Your little mind just cannot let go of it. That's depression. They diagnosed me with PTSD, I think that's how you say it, I don't know. But anyway, because of that, and then I live with it. Every day I live with it, and it gets better and better every day. I just have night terrors, but I don't remember them because of the tranquilizer. And that's fine with me, because I don't want to remember them. But I still don't sleep, but that's where the BiPAP comes in. The BiPAP, it forces me to breathe in and out. That's what it does. And so, yeah, and it stays at a steady rhythm. So it forces me not to go shallow when I'm having the night terrors. So I just don't, listen to that shit anymore. I listen to my machine because my mind says this and wants to do this, but my outer says, oh, well, I've got help for this, so let's do that. But my major depression is handleable. Major depression can be handled. You need to get to a psychologist first. Talk to a psychologist. Explain to the psychologist what you are feeling first. You have to explain what you are feeling first. And then they will get to the bottom of why you are feeling that. Or if you're hiding something that happened in your past. Because that's what mine is. That's why I have the night terrors. Because I was so traumatized by it. I don't really remember much about my childhood besides what I've been sharing with y'all. And and those seem to be really good times that I remember, is the good times. And that's what helps me out, is the good times, because I don't remember, the bad times. I don't want to remember them. I just know it happened and know that I'm taking meds for it, and I do talk to a psychiatrist about it. And, I did tell y'all that I trimmed my hair, didn't I? I trimmed that much off. It was splitty looking. I mean, my hair is wavy already, and then when you get a little too crazy with it, it starts looking split in, but I need to put some more stuff on it to make it healthy. But I do take hair, skin, and nail. Uh, it's a vitamin, but it's for hair, skin, and nail. And I started taking them because my doctor suggested, because I have psoriasis and eczema. Great, huh? Get them both. You can't just do one, can you, Kelly Lynn? You have to do them both. But anyway, I have that, and she said that would be good for me. And it does. These are something I did, scrape my arm on something. Who the hell knows? I did something to it, but it's a little tacky, but it feels good. It feels moisturized. But, yeah. Depression is real, guys. And we can you can overcome the depression by getting help, talking to somebody. It's always going to be there, but you will be able to handle it much easier and find ways to handle it with I don't know how to say it. It teaches you how to overcome and hide it. In here, it's happened, but it's not controlling you. You are controlling it. Okay? And I think everybody can overcome something. I really do. I mean, even if it's because I've seen the death of somebody. I've seen, me and my brother saw it. Me and my brother James are kind of crazy. I've seen where there was a car accident, and we are nosy, and we went to where they impound the cars at. It's something like that happens, like a fire, and the bodies, But we saw one, and it did kind of fuck with me. Yeah, because we seen inside the car smelled really bad. They got the bodies out, but where the bodies were, where it burnt, it left that indentation in that smell. And when I was a kid, that really didn't bother me, but as an adult, it does. Because I remember thinking, God, what was wrong with me? But when stuff happens to you when you're traumatized, I think that you do strange things anyway. You can either do what is done to you, or you can come out of that and go your own way. Well, I chose to come out of it and go my own way. I think that's why I grew up so early and left home at such an early age. The things that we did, and the reason why I'm not really scared of anything anymore, is because of those things. And I'm not scared of anything anymore. If I have to be brutal with somebody, I will. That's just who I am. It's because I'm trying to teach them. I had a friend. Well, she was a friend to my best friend, and she was major depressed, but she wouldn't go get help for it. She would not go get help for it, and she went away. She was supposed to be keeping my best friend's dogs for her while she went out of state to visit her dad. Well, the girl called me, woman called me, and she was really depressed. And then I asked her, well, did you tell Kim that before she left? And she said, no. And I said, you can't do things like that. What's going to happen if you go to the doctor or something and her dogs are left there because you're admitted into a hospital and then nobody knows it and her dogs die from starvation or something? And then and I told her, I said, you can't, I mean, mental health is you need to get help with this. Don't do something that causes somebody else major pain. You should have told her that you were having mental issues before you left. So I called my Honey Bunny because they came and picked her up. The hospital did. And then took her dogs to the dog pound, shelter dog pound. And then I had to call to find out where they were. So I called my Honey Bunny, and he found out where they were and went and got them. And it was 3 dogs that were my best friend's babies, that were her life. And so I called her after the whole fact that the dogs were already taken care of, and I had the dogs, and I called Kimmy and I told her, I have your dogs. They are safe. They are with me and Honey Bunny. Honey Bunny went and got them when I found out, but they're okay. They're with me. So she quit worrying and stopped being scared because the girl told her, that she would take care of her animals, her babies. They were 2 little dachshunds, hairy little dachshunds, and a tiny little chihuahua, which I called Bullet, and then there was Jonah and Samson, which they were my babies, okay? Her babies are my babies. But anyway, the girl was in a mental institution, or in a mental, they put her on a mental ward at the hospital, so I went and talked to her, and they wouldn't really let me talk to her, but I said I need to know where and what about what happened with these animals and stuff. So they let me talk to her, and I said, girl, you should have called me way before this happened. I would have called myself and got you help. But what you did was to put Kim in distress. You put my bestie in distress and made her worry about her children, her fur babies, when you knew what you were going to do in the beginning, that you were in trouble. And then you do this stuff, and then we have to go pay to get her babies out and all that stuff. And that's just wrong what you did. Her babies, what if we didn't know about this? What if we knew nothing about this, and her animals would not have been hers anymore because of what you did? So, and she kind of understood after the fact because they already had her on medication, but she refused to continue taking the medication. She refused to continue getting help. And that's because she wanted to make everybody else around her feel guilty and stop living their lives to live hers for her. You can't do that. That's causing pain to somebody else. Get the help you need and keep up with it. It's not going to hurt you any. It's going to help you make you better. Okay? You got to remember, it's not, yes, it is about you, but you need to let somebody in to help get you help. Okay? I mean, I was mad at her, the girl, but I understood what she was going through, and I wanted to help her. I wanted to help her, and I did help her. But she wouldn't keep up with that stuff. She refused to take her medication, even though, it helped her. She said, well, it made her nauseous. I said, well, you got to eat something before you take it, and it usually takes about a month to kick in. I mean, mine made me nauseous, but for 3 days. That was it. 3 days, it was gone. 3 days was me. I was feeling good. It was this Kelly that came out after all that stuff. So, mental health is a major deal. It can cause you to do stupid things, and I don't want anybody to do stupid things. Women are all precious. We should all gather around each other and help one another out. We have to do this, okay? We have to help ourselves. I love you guys. You are beautiful. Women are the world. We need to remind ourselves that.